Didinga people, nestled in the rugged hills of southeastern South Sudan, have a history that stretches back centuries. Oral traditions recount their migration from the Ethiopian highlands, seeking fertile land and security. Over generations, the Didinga established themselves in the lush valleys and dramatic mountains that now define their homeland. Their story is one of adaptation and resilience, shaped by the land's challenges and opportunities. The Didinga's journey is not just a tale of movement, but of forging a unique identity amidst neighboring groups. This foundation sets the stage for understanding their vibrant culture and enduring spirit. Didinga inhabit the Didinga Hills, a breathtaking region marked by rolling green slopes, rocky outcrops, and fertile valleys. This landscape not only provides sustenance but also shapes their way of life. The hills offer natural protection and a sense of isolation, allowing the Didinga to preserve their customs. Rivers and streams cut through the terrain, supporting agriculture and livestock. The climate, with its distinct wet and dry seasons, dictates the rhythm of daily life. The land is more than a backdrop, it is a living partner in the Didinga's story, influencing everything from settlement patterns to spiritual beliefs. Didinga villages are typically clusters of round, thatched huts set amidst cultivated fields. Each homestead is home to extended families, reflecting the importance of kinship. The layout of villages is practical, designed for communal living and mutual support. Paths wind between homes, gardens, and animal enclosures, fostering a sense of unity. Daily life revolves around tending crops, caring for livestock, and maintaining the household. Children play in open spaces, learning traditions from elders. The village is not just a place to live, it is the heart of Didinga society, where culture is passed down and community bonds are strengthened. Farming is central to the Didinga economy. The fertile valleys yield crops such as sorghum, maize, beans, and groundnuts. Women and men work side by side, planting and harvesting according to the seasons. Traditional tools and methods are still widely used, though some modern techniques have been adopted. Livestock, especially cattle, goats, and sheep, are vital assets, providing milk, meat, and social status. Markets are lively places where surplus produce is traded for good. This agricultural lifestyle fosters a deep connection to the land and a rhythm that echoes through generations. Cattle hold immense significance in Didinga society. They are not only a source of food and income but also a symbol of wealth and prestige. Ownership of cattle determines social standing, and herds are carefully tended and protected. Cattle play a central role in rituals, marriages, and conflict resolution. Bride price is often paid in cattle, cementing alliances between families. The care and management of livestock are skills passed down from generation to generation, reflecting the deep respect for these animals. For the Didinga, cattle are more than property, they are a living legacy. Didinga are known for their distinctive traditional dress. Men often wear simple wraps or tunics adorned with beads and ornaments. Women's attire is more elaborate, featuring colorful fabrics, intricate beadwork, and jewelry made from local materials. Body decoration, including scarification and painting, is a form of personal and cultural expression. These adornments are not only beautiful but also carry social and spiritual meaning. Clothing and decoration mark important life stages such as initiation, marriage, and festivals. Through their attire, the Didinga celebrate identity and heritage. Didinga language, part of the Eastern Sudanic family, is a cornerstone of cultural identity. It is spoken in daily life, ceremonies, and storytelling. Oral tradition is highly valued, with elders passing down history, proverbs, and wisdom through generations. Storytelling sessions are communal events where myths, legends, and moral lessons are shared. These narratives not only entertain but also teach values and preserve collective memory. The language is a living link to the past, binding the community together and ensuring the survival of Didinga heritage. Spirituality is woven into every aspect of Didinga life. The people believe in a supreme creator, as well as a host of ancestral spirits and nature deities. Rituals and ceremonies are performed to honor these forces, seeking blessings for rain, fertility, and protection. Sacred sites such as hills, trees, and rivers are revered as dwelling places of spirits. Diviners and spiritual leaders play important roles, interpreting omens and guiding the community. Spiritual beliefs offer comfort and guidance, connecting the Didinga to their ancestors and the natural world. Rituals are central to Didinga culture. From birth to death, every stage of life is marked by ceremonies that reinforce social bonds and spiritual beliefs. Initiation rites for boys and girls are elaborate, involving songs, dances, and symbolic acts. Marriage ceremonies unite families and are celebrated with feasting and gift exchanges. Harvest festivals give thanks for abundance, while rituals for rain and healing seek divine intervention. These ceremonies are communal affairs, drawing the entire village together in shared purpose and joy. Music and dance are vital expressions of Didinga identity. Traditional instruments such as drums, flutes, and stringed harps accompany songs that tell stories and celebrate milestones. Dance is both entertainment and ritual, performed at ceremonies, festivals, and social gatherings. Movements are energetic and symbolic, often mimicking animals or natural forces. Participation in music and dance is universal, with everyone from children to elders joining. These art forms foster unity, transmit culture, and provide joy in daily life. Didinga are skilled artisans, creating beautiful objects from local materials. Pottery, basket weaving, and beadwork are highly developed crafts, each with unique styles and techniques. Artisans use natural dyes and fibers to produce vibrant patterns and designs. These crafts are not only functional but also serve as expressions of identity and creativity. Artworks are used in daily life, rituals, and trade, reflecting the resourcefulness and aesthetic sensibility of the Didinga people. Didinga society is organized around clans and extended families. Elders hold positions of respect and authority, guiding decision-making and conflict resolution. Leadership is often collective, with councils of elders deliberating on important matters. Age sets and peer groups play significant roles, providing support and fostering cooperation. Social structure is flexible, allowing for adaptation to changing circumstances. This system ensures stability, continuity, and the transmission of cultural values. Marriage is a pivotal institution in Didinga culture. Unions are arranged through negotiations between families, with bride price, usually in cattle, serving as a key component. Ceremonies are elaborate, involving feasting, dancing, and the exchange of gifts. Marriage strengthens alliances and ensures the continuity of clans. Polygamy is practiced, though monogamy is also common. The process is guided by tradition, with elders overseeing arrangements and ensuring that customs are respected. Women are the backbone of Didinga society. They manage households, care for children, and play crucial roles in agriculture and trade. Women are also keepers of tradition, passing down knowledge and skills to the next generation. Their participation in rituals and community affairs is highly valued. Despite challenges, Didinga women exhibit resilience and leadership, contributing to the well-being and continuity of their people. And in Didinga society are primarily responsible for herding livestock, protecting the community, and participating in decision-making. They are trained from a young age in the skills necessary for survival and leadership. Initiation rites mark the transition to adulthood, conferring responsibilities and privileges. Men also play key roles in rituals, conflict resolution, and maintaining social order. Their contributions are essential to the strength and stability of the community. Children are cherished in Didinga culture. From an early age, they are taught the values, skills, and stories of their people. Education is informal, taking place through observation, participation, and storytelling. Boys and girls learn by helping with chores, tending animals, and listening to elders. Formal schooling is limited, but efforts are being made to expand access. The upbringing of children ensures the survival of Didinga heritage and prepares the next generation for adult responsibility. Didinga cuisine is based on locally grown crops and livestock products. Staple foods include sorghum porridge, maize, beans, and leafy greens. Milk and meat from cattle, goats, and sheep are important sources of nutrition. Meals are often communal, with families gathering to share food and stories. Cooking methods are traditional, using open fires and simple utensils. Food is not just sustenance, it is a reflection of the land, seasons, and social bond. Traditional Didinga homes are round huts with thatch roofs, constructed from mud, wood, and grass. The design is practical, providing insulation against heat and rain. Homesteads are arranged in clusters with separate huts for sleeping, cooking, and storage. The architecture reflects both environmental adaptation and social organization. Building a home is a communal effort involving family and neighbors. These structures are more than shelters, they are symbols of belonging and continuity. Beyond agriculture and livestock, the Didinga engage in various economic activities. Trading with neighboring groups brings in goods such as salt, cloth, and tools. Some Didinga work as artisans, producing crafts for sale. Seasonal migration for labor is also common, with men seeking work in towns or on plantations. Despite challenges, the Didinga economy is adaptive, blending tradition with new opportunities. Economic activities are closely tied to social and cultural life, reinforcing community ties. Didinga have faced numerous challenges, from conflict and displacement to environmental pressures. Droughts, floods, and resource scarcity threaten livelihoods. Interethnic tensions and political instability have also impacted the community. Despite these hardships, the Didinga demonstrate remarkable resilience. They adapt through cooperation, innovation, and the strength of their traditions. Community solidarity and cultural pride are sources of hope and perseverance, enabling the Didinga to endure and thrive. Many groups in South Sudan, the Didinga have experienced conflict, both internal and with neighboring communities. Disputes over land, cattle, and resources can escalate into violence. Traditional mechanisms such as mediation by elders and compensation payments are used to resolve conflicts. Peace-building efforts focus on dialogue, reconciliation, and restoring relationships. The Didinga's commitment to peace is rooted in their values and the recognition that harmony is essential for survival. Access to healthcare is limited in the Didinga Hills. Traditional medicine based on local plants and knowledge remains important. Healers and herbalists treat common ailments and provide guidance during illness. Modern health services are gradually expanding, but challenges persist due to remoteness and lack of infrastructure. Health practices are intertwined with spiritual beliefs, with rituals performed for healing and protection. The Didinga's approach to health reflects a blend of tradition and adaptation. Festivals are highlights of the Didinga calendar. These events mark agricultural cycles, religious observances, and important life milestones. Music, dance, feasting, and games bring the community together in joyful celebration. Festivals are opportunities to renew social bonds, express gratitude, and showcase cultural heritage. Participation is universal, with everyone contributing to the preparations and festivities. Through these gatherings, the Didinga reaffirm their identity and unity. Spiritual leaders, including diviners and healers, hold special status in Didinga society. They are mediators between the human and spiritual realms, interpreting signs and guiding rituals. Their knowledge is passed down through apprenticeship and experience. Spiritual leaders are consulted for important decisions, healing, and conflict resolution. Their influence extends beyond religion, shaping social and cultural life. The respect accorded to these figures reflects the centrality of spirituality in Didinga culture. Didinga landscape is dotted with sacred sites, hills, trees, and rivers believed to be inhabited by spirits. These places are visited for rituals, offerings, and prayers. Sacred sites are protected by tradition, with rules governing access and behavior. They serve as focal points for community gatherings and spiritual activities. The reverence for these sites reflects the Didinga's deep connection to the land and the unseen world. Rain is essential for the Didinga's survival, and rainmaking rituals are among the most important ceremonies. Spiritual leaders lead prayers and offerings to the spirits, seeking their favor for abundant rainfall. These rituals involve music, dance, and symbolic acts, uniting the community in hope and supplication. Success is celebrated with feasting and thanksgiving. Rainmaking reflects the Didinga's dependence on nature and their belief in the power of collective action. Ancestral spirits are honored through regular rituals and offerings. The Didinga believe that ancestors watch over the living, providing guidance and protection. Shrines are maintained in homes and sacred sites where food, drink, and symbolic items are presented. Ancestral worship reinforces family bonds and the continuity of tradition. It is a source of comfort and identity, linking the present to the past. Initiation marks the transition from childhood to adulthood. Boys and girls undergo separate ceremonies involving instruction, tests of endurance, and symbolic acts. Elders impart knowledge and values, preparing initiates for their new roles. The rites are accompanied by music, dance, and feasting, celebrating the growth of the individual and the community. Initiation is a profound experience, shaping identity and social status. Death is a significant event in Didinga culture, marked by rituals that honor the deceased and support the bereaved. Funerals involve prayers, songs, and offerings to ancestors. Mourning periods vary with specific customs for different ages and statuses. The community gathers to provide comfort and assistance, reinforcing social bonds. Beliefs about the afterlife emphasize reunion with ancestors and the continuation of the spirit. Didinga have a profound respect for nature, viewing the land, animals, and plants as partners in life. Sustainable practices are observed in farming, hunting, and resource use. Taboos protect certain species and habitats, reflecting ecological wisdom. Nature is celebrated in stories, songs, and rituals, reinforcing the sense of belonging and stewardship. This relationship sustains both the environment and the culture. Didinga share borders with several ethnic groups, including the Toposa, Boya, and Merle. Relations are shaped by trade, intermarriage, and occasional conflict. Alliances are forged through marriage and exchange, while disputes are resolved through negotiation and compensation. The Didinga's openness to cooperation and dialogue has enabled them to maintain peaceful coexistence despite challenges. These relationships enrich cultural life and expand economic opportunity. Modernization is gradually reaching the Didinga Hills. Education, healthcare, and technology are changing lifestyles and aspirations. Young people are exposed to new ideas through schools, media, and migration. While some traditions are challenged, others are adapted to fit contemporary realities. The Didinga balance the preservation of heritage with the pursuit of progress, navigating the complexities of a changing world. Economic pressures and conflict have led some Didinga to migrate to towns and cities. Urban life offers new opportunities but also challenges, such as loss of community support and cultural dislocation. Migrants maintain ties to their homeland, sending remittances and participating in cultural events. Urbanization is reshaping identities as the Didinga navigate the balance between tradition and modernity. Education is increasingly valued among the Didinga. Parents encourage children to attend school, hoping for better futures. Schools teach both academic subjects and cultural knowledge, blending tradition with modern learning. Aspirations are rising, with young people seeking roles in government, business, and the professions. Education is seen as a path to empowerment and community development. Didinga participate in local and national politics, advocating for their interests and rights. Traditional leaders work alongside elected officials to address community needs. Political organization is evolving, with increased engagement in governance and development projects. The Didinga's voice is growing stronger as they seek representation and resources for their people. Gender roles in Didinga society are evolving. While traditional divisions of labor persist, women and men are increasingly sharing responsibilities. Education and economic change are empowering women who are taking on new roles in leadership and business. Gender equality is a growing value, supported by both tradition and modern influences. These changes are reshaping family life and community dynamics. Young people are at the forefront of change in Didinga society. They embrace both tradition and innovation, shaping new forms of identity. Youth participate in cultural events, education, and economic activities, bridging the gap between generations. Their creativity and ambition are driving forces for community development. The future of the Didinga rests in the hands of its youth, who carry forward the legacy of their ancestors. Art continues to thrive among the Didinga, with new forms emerging alongside traditional crafts. Painting, sculpture, and music reflect both heritage and contemporary themes. Artists draw inspiration from daily life, nature, and social issues. Artistic expression is encouraged in schools and community events, fostering creativity and cultural pride. Through art, the Didinga tell their stories and envision their future. Sports and games are popular pastimes in Didinga villages. Traditional games teach skills and values, while modern sports such as soccer are gaining popularity. Recreation provides opportunities for relaxation, competition, and socialization. Community tournaments and festivals feature lively matches, drawing spectators from near and far. Sports foster teamwork, discipline, and community spirit. Didinga are stewards of their environment, practicing conservation and sustainable use of resources. Community rules protect forests, water sources, and wildlife. Environmental education is promoted through storytelling and practical example. The Didinga's respect for nature ensures the survival of both their culture and the ecosystem. Stewardship is a shared responsibility, passed from one generation to the next. Efforts to preserve Didinga culture are ongoing. Elders, teachers, and community leaders work together to document traditions, language, and history. Cultural festivals, museums, and educational programs celebrate heritage and foster pride. Preservation is seen as essential for identity and resilience, ensuring that future generations inherit the wisdom and beauty of their ancestors. Didinga diaspora maintains strong ties to the homeland. Migrants abroad support families through remittances and participate in cultural events. Diaspora organizations promote development projects and advocate for the community. These connections bridge distances, fostering unity and shared purpose. The global Didinga community is a source of strength and opportunity. Future of the Didinga is shaped by both challenges and opportunities. Education, economic development, and peacebuilding offer hope for progress. The community's resilience, adaptability, and cultural pride are powerful assets. By embracing change while honoring tradition, the Didinga are forging a path toward a brighter future. Their story continues, written by each new generation. Didinga people's legacy is one of endurance, creativity, and deep connection to land and spirit. Their identity is shaped by history, culture, and the challenges they have overcome. Through storytelling, ritual, and daily life, the Didinga affirm who they are and where they come from. Their heritage is a living force guiding present actions and inspiring future dreams. Didinga people of South Sudan offer a vivid example of how culture, land, and spirit intertwine. Their story is ongoing, shaped by the rhythms of nature and the currents of change. Through resilience, creativity, and unity, the Didinga continue to thrive, preserving their heritage while embracing the future. Their living culture is a testament to the enduring power of community and tradition.